Andrea, how are you, honey? I have a question. I'm gonna let just a couple more people come in and we're gonna get it started because I've been researching. Oh, how is it there? Sam, how you feeling, honey? How's the baby? Give him a kiss on his forehead. Light bright, how you doing, boo? So listen, guys, I felt right when I heard my babe come on and say that she and James were still going to support each other and I guess made amends, so to speak. You know, behind the scenes, which is he's amazing, that's good. 2 weeks on, he's still a little not. Miss Brooklyn, what's going on, honey? Thank you, Light Bright. But yeah, it made me feel good to know that they were able to work it out behind the scenes. It had been a lot going on throughout the day. I couldn't even watch it all. It was too much for me because I'm like, oh my god, two of my faves going at it. I couldn't stand it. And so in the midst of me, because my husband and I stepped out, we had gone to one of our one of my coworkers, their anniversary party, and it was really nice. But I'm trying to see what's going on YouTube, not really engaging with the party. But that's neither here nor there. I came on to see because see our anniversary was coming up, and what I wanted to do was give him a surprise wedding. But my husband is the type that he doesn't like the glitz and the glam. He doesn't like to be the center of attention. He doesn't like to have all of that surrounding him. It has to be, he has a small circle. He has three friends. He has three friends, but he got about 50 brothers. So he don't need any friends. He got enough brothers and sisters to last for all of us. But I wanted to know, if not the surprise wedding, what should we do? We've done everything. What should we do? I was talking to my coworker, and he had a nerve enough to tell me that when he and his husband celebrated their last anniversary, they went to some little cute bed and breakfast down in South Florida somewhere. It's really secluded. I said, well, with the way that, honey, it is not like all that, honey. He has enough to entertain him. He does not need friends. All that around him. You should see one of our family functions. It's crazy. He has a huge family. I have a huge family. And I said I wanted to do a surprise trip, but like I was saying, the guy was like, my coworker, he said, well, when my husband and I went for our anniversary, I planned this surprise little weekend getaway at some secluded B&B down in South Florida. I said, I don't know about that because at the end of the day, the way people coming up missing, and we're black, that's a definite no. We won't be doing the secluded bed and breakfasts as we come up missing. We have too many people depending on us. I've heard of Kissimmee. Actually, we're not too far from Kissimmee. Oh, it was really nice. Okay. Ooh, Margaritaville. Girl, did y'all have a good time? Is that when Baby was made? Oh, I'm gonna have to go over there and check it out. That's nice. He asked me what I wanted to do, but I'm like, I don't really want to do anything. I mean, I'm gonna have a specific thing that I really want to do. And because because of the hours that I work and the funeral home doesn't close. We are open 365 days a year. And high seeking perfection. Yes, come through, Shiro. Was on his job then, honey. Was on his job because let me tell you something. Miss Miracle seems to know when it's getting ready to go down because here she comes. You can't get anything over on that little girl. But that sounds cute. Let me look at it. That sounds really cute though. Margaritaville. Oh, that okay. And that would surprise him because I've never surprised him like that. Anytime we ever take a trip, he knows what's going on. He knows, because he would have happened to take off and all of that. And even with all he has going on, he still could just up and I just have to make sure it's not because he goes to a lot of car shows. He's a car jock child. Sam, are you a Virgo? I know that's right. Oh, I see. It's Virgo Nation over here. I'm on the 10th. And it's crazy. I'm on the 10th. My mother-in-law's on the 9th. And my brother-in-law's is on the 11th. And you're on the 16th. Okay, girl. Margaritaville. Mm. Sam, I think we have a winner. That didn't take long at all. I'm talking about that, and that looked like something I want. That's somewhere I may want to go next weekend. Let me see what's going on. I feel like a relaxing moment. He's always on me all the time about working so much, not being home enough, yada, yada, yada. And then it was so funny because when my grandparents were here for Thanksgiving, they were sitting around and we were just talking about how, their marriages lasted for so long. And like my mom and dad, they've been married for, let's see, 47 years now. And everybody's just, sitting around talking about that. And how do you keep that spice for so many years? Well, of course, both my grannies said they knew better. They knew once they said I do, that was it, regardless. Okay, I went along with that because in that day and time, that was it. But now my mom and dad, they're always doing cute little things, but then that's because the mom is a socialite and she's always planning different things and all that. But I don't have time to. I just don't have time. I don't have time. And as soon as I said I don't have time, my grandmother said, my dad's mom, well, you better make time because if you don't have time for him, I tell you what, there's a million other women out there that do. I said, well, Granny, you're probably right. And you can't stop anybody from doing what they're doing. Yeah, but you don't want to help them out. I said, I dare not argue with wisdom. I dare not. So I said I was going to change things up and start doing little things and start planning little things and stuff. More date nights. Stop being so dedicated to the funeral home because people going to die regardless. They die all day, every day. And that's one job I will never, ever, ever will not only not get tired of, but there's also one job I will never be in danger of losing. So I said, okay, well then that's what we're gonna do. And I did talk to my coworker about it, and he was like, he owns the funeral home, so that's fine. And he was like, well, yeah, because whatever you want to do, you can do it. Because what happens is we don't actually formally put in for vacation time. We just say, hey, I won't be here this week, or hey, I won't be here that week. And because we do so many numbers, and so many services, hey, we know that we need at least 5 funeral directors on deck at all times. Not to mention those of us who got we just used our licenses, because for every service you have to have a licensed funeral director on every service, or that whole funeral home will get shut down or fined $25,000. So go ahead on, use my little license. I'll sit in the back and watch YouTube. Is not a problem. Oh, that's good. So do you ever go on the road with him, Sam? I mean, like before the baby, did you go? because I know my first cousin, he bought his rig, and his wife stopped working. They He drives the truck and she keeps him company. Oh, did you? Oh. Oh, you all live up north. Punitive damages, how are you? Now that's one thing I don't think I know I couldn't do it. That's just too much riding, too much. Oh, okay. So you're from Florida. Okay. Well, girl, we're gonna have to do a dinner date. My husband, he doesn't do things, and he hates when I plan it. But when you, like me, living here, we don't. Oh, thank you so much. We don't really fraternize that much. You know what I'm saying? If someone invites us to something, we may or may not go. 9 times out of 10, I don't want to go because his coworkers, I really don't care much for them. He doesn't care much for mine. So I don't want to just be sitting around talking to a bunch of wives that we have absolutely nothing in common. Girl, my husband is a whole mess. He is a mess. He likes being in his space. He likes his downtime, and he does not like beauty by night. How you doing, boo? He does not like all the hoopla. He does not. Mm-mm. I can give him a glass of wine. He will sit here and watch. Well, he watched a lot of car shows because that's what he's into. But other than that, I won't even know he's in the house unless he in Miracle somewhere playing around. If he's good, you going, boo? Good evening. If he's good, down there with her, then that's fine. But that's how it works out. Beauty, did you have a good weekend, honey? And were you following all of the shenanigans of the day? Now, one thing I did notice when I was over there at the little party, I looked on there and who's doing a whole skit, thinking it's funny, making fun of the situation that's going on between James and Five Babe, but Rita, girl, oh, that was your chance to shoot more shots at Five Babe. Somebody that's paying you absolutely no attention. 9 times out of 10 doesn't even know that you're calling her name and could care less. But you had something to say when you made Babe Nation news, girl. Well, I worked as usual, but I mean that's nothing new. And in between working, and you know what? That's one thing about this job is so flexible. It's not far from the house at all. And it's not one of those jobs where you have to go and just be there for, 8 or 12 or 16 hours. That's the amazing part about it. Oh, where are you? Oh, you got it in, huh? Well, it sounds like you had a really good time. I didn't even make ours. I didn't go to the one that one of the doctors, he always has this huge Christmas party at his home out on the beach, and I went for the past 3 years. This year I was like, mm-mm. I didn't want to do it, but I did like I did like the Christmas bonus. So I didn't have anything to say about that. I thank you. Demetra lit all day. What's going on, boo? Oh, girl, I wasn't even really talking about girl. I was talking about um and Sam I was looking for suggestions as far as what to do. Me and my husband gonna do a little surprise. I was gonna do a surprise wedding, but she gave me an even better suggestion. I was really trying not to talk about the commentary that happened today. I was really trying not to talk about the shenanigans because at the end of the day, it turned out how I wanted it to, so I was happy. But I did talk about Rita as over there called herself roasting down Fabe. Now I did speak on that because I thought it was ridiculous. So anything that goes on, you jumping on the like a bee in heat, then I guess you felt the ways because she mentioned you on Babe Nation News the other night. I'm like, girl, get over that. Get over that. If somebody is doing the news, and that's for everyday news, you don't get to pick and choose. You can't tell them people, oh, don't discuss me on your news today. But you coming on later. Cause I know I have a ball. I was over there in your bushes, um, when you were doing the music. I was in those bushes, honey. You great selections. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm chilling right now. I'm chilling, catching up on everything, watching something crazy on Hulu, and I'll be in the building. I'm gonna get up now. What? I know. I know. Girl, you doing a marathon. I said, okay. Yes, let me tell you something. James is what brought me to YouTube. You know, I love his reviews because we watch all of the same shows. And I respect him on that tip. Now, this whole thing with him and Five Babe, to all day I was disgusted. And all day long, everybody was eating it up. They were loving it. They were loving the fact that they were going back and forth. Everybody in the chat was up in arms. Those comment sections were ridiculous. I said, okay. And then when the comment came up about, okay, boom, thank you. And then when the comment came up about 5A wanting VS to go on Judge Mathis with her, wouldn't you know it? Here comes Tracy making a whole post. I went under that thing and I'm like, you know what? Where are you coming from, girl? That was 6 months ago. I just told you yesterday. Y'all come on, join us. We are getting ready to go in 2020. Leave that shit alone. Here you come bringing up a video that happened. Was it May? It was around the time when she went to around the time of the DJ challenge. It was right around that time. And you went and dug that video up to play it about some Judge Mathis. Get you some business. I was upset about that. I was really in my feelings about it because the chats. See, what happens is a lot of people that we see in both chats. A lot of us support both of them, and that's why a lot of people that I was saying some like reckless stuff. I'm like, really? But you was just over there kissing ass, and I'm like, well, of course she always got something to say about somebody else because she don't have no business of her own. Her and that imaginary man. Teresa got peened at home. Where is his imaginary ass at? That's what we want to know. That's what the people want to know. Oh, did you see them? Girl, they were carrying bones. They were carrying bags of bones. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And one thing I was glad that James did say was, and he said it a couple of days ago, he said that he just sits back. A lot of time he never even drops down out of the bushes because he just want to sit and see who's saying what and just have a whole block party. And I get it. Because anytime situations go on like this, you got bone carriers that's, girl, weighing their asses down, carrying bones back and forth. Because what happens is you have a lot of us that go hard for Babe Nation, and you also have a lot of us that go hard for James Caldwell. That's just how it is. And I didn't like being stuck in the middle. I wasn't going to pick a side. I didn't. I was just going to sit back and watch how it turned out. And however it turned out, whether they made up or not, I was still going to support him. And I was definitely still going to support her. I'd already said it. And most of the time, when we're in situations like this, we don't have to choose a team. We don't have to pick a side. Because, oh, did you see it? I mean, getting her whole life. And then what's her name made a video too. Nay Rob. Oh, Nay Rob said that she was loving it. That's why I was so glad when all of the haters had to turn around and eat crow. Now I don't know what you planned on making videos about. All the commentary that you thought you were gonna have, not dead in the water. They just killed it. Thank you, a little shade, all love, honey. But yeah, most of the time when I'm in the chat, girl, yes, I'm sitting up there with a glass of wine 9 times out of 10. I'm in the high rise and I'm watching what's going on. And the mess that was going on today made me sick to my stomach. It really did. I know I used to, and actually, I stopped watching her during the time when she was going through it with Heidi. No, it was actually before that. I stopped watching her when she was kissing VS's ass. Now, when she started doing that, I stopped watching. I wasn't interested because during that time, VS was the big to do at that point. She was one of the ones that name was ringing really loud in the YouTube streets. And when it came down to it, and I saw how Rob was. I'm like, girl, y'all supposed to be free thinkers. Y'all supposed to be independent thinkers. Yet you got one person leading the pack and telling everybody what to do. No, no, we're never going to do that. So I had to let it go. Uh-oh, hang on, guys. My nightly call. Hello. Hey, mommy. I'm well. How are you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why? Well, come back to Florida. Let me rub your feet for you. Tell Daddy I love him. Mm. Well, I'm on live, so I'm gonna call you back in just a few minutes. I'm live on live stream. Bye. Okay. Love you too. But yes, honey, if she called me less than 10 times a day, something is wrong. But yeah, that's when I knew. Every now and again, I may have stepped over there to watch something was going on, like when she and 5A had that little back and forth going on. I peeked over there, to see what she had to say. But other than that, because I was an avid watcher, I watched her because during that time I was watching ZT all the time and her. And girl, it got to be way too much. I had to stop watching him. I stopped watching Nate Rob. Girl, I'm like, y'all giving me a little bit too much. So I had to keep it cute. I'm always in people's bushes. I'm always looking, trying to see what's going on. Other than that, I never dropped down. And then when I started dropping down, girl, because you can never have an opinion. If you have an opinion, the best thing for you to do is start your own channel. Because as soon as you drop down and disagree with certain content creators, girl, you getting blocked right off the bat. I said something in VS chat, girl. You know how she be go off on people. Get the hell out of here. Block them, girl. You are not a celebrity. It's not a problem, honey. Because whatever I want, I'm still gonna drop down in the chat. I mean, in the comments and put it in there. So I guess I had a little bit too much to say. Miss Tracy the same way when I got blocked off her channel. Girl, I guess my feelings supposed to be hurt. When? Today? Well, they said that's why I couldn't watch them all. I could not watch the back and forths. I couldn't watch them. That they said that James called her a wench. I didn't hear it. I did not hear it. But what I did hear, that he did get wrong, and I didn't like it. When she said, stand up Chicago, he felt like that was a threat to him and that she was talking to him. She wasn't. Somebody said that in the chat. Something Solace. Whoever Solace is, they said stand up Chicago, and she repeated what the lady said in the chat. She didn't say that like, trying to be aggressive towards him, but that's the way he took it. So when I saw how it was getting ready to go, and I already knew, the temperament, I didn't like it. So I had to bow out. Yeah, I had to bow out. I had too much. So I was over there listening to Rita garbage ass, And as soon as I had enough of listening to that foolishness, I saw that 5A came on and she did, the PSA saying that her and James were fine. And shout out to Pretty Ricky Fontaine. Pretty Ricky Fontaine is so level-headed. I love her commentary. She's very she's level-headed. She thinks critically. I mean, you look at it and see the situation for what it is. Oh yeah. Oh, they were horrible. And then I said, well, maybe I should catch up just so I can know. But then I'm like, because see, that would have put me in a mood. And I did not want to have to be feeling like I didn't want to feel the ways about James. Because I know how his mouth can be. I do not want to feel a way about him. I know how he is when he come off that porch and get to swinging. And I just didn't. So I was just gonna let it play out how it did, and I'm glad everything worked out. I am. And she 5A did say that Pretty Ricky tried to get her and James to speak, but I guess they worked it out, between each other, which is fine. It's fine with me. So now all is good. Back on the YouTube streets. Next case. I was good with it. I was good, and I was glad that they were able to shut everybody down, because when I was looking at the threads to see who was saying what, Wiley got his behind over there talking, spinning narratives. You know how he do. He gonna make his coin like everybody else. So now he has a whole lot to say. But I was over it at that point. When I saw how ugly it was getting, I was over it. And it was basically because you had a lot of bone carriers. You had a lot of people running back and forth, saying this and that. I'm looking like, oh, really? Well, go ahead on and just tell us how you really feel about it. Because just yesterday, when everything was all Gucci, you loved everybody. You loved Fi and you loved James. So tell us how you really feel, because when you're mad and you're going back and forth, you say things that you really felt the whole time. Yeah, they took me out. They had me on a whole nother level. And even at that point, I wanted to stop listening to the content creators. I wanted to stop listening to 5A, and I wanted to stop listening to James. I didn't like it. It's like me standing in the middle of two people that I care for as content creators, and there's nothing I could do about it. Because she's saying what she's saying and standing in it, and he was doing the same. Can y'all believe it? This heifer still alive.
Open up the door here. Tell somebody let her know to open up the door here. The neighbor is standing there here with her groceries, yeah? Open up the door. Open up the door here.
4 hours. 4 hours.
Okay, you got niggers here beating your goddamn door down, Miss Lady here. And the nigger, oh, his name was Chris. Good Lord.
Still talking about.
Who is it up there? It's Chris. It's me. And God, don't treat me like that. Don't treat me like that.
I hear that. She talking about 5A a long time ago. You remember when Chris came to that door with them groceries, talking about his mom? She talking about 5A still. Definitely. Go get her. Did she stop? That's the question.
I want to go lay down in your bed. I want to go back there and get what I just had. A little bit of ass. Say a good Lord, never.
I can't. See?
Let me ask you one this shit. Yeah. Well, one is that the nigger that she had up in there here when she called number something they say on the live over there. And she called herself a dressing Sean in the negligee here. With that Chris that you had in your bed that you said that he had just beat it down here. Just beat it.
You know what?
Chris just beat it here, bro. Okay.
And you see how she asking people in the chat, is that what happened? You wasn't even on the scene when this shit happened. Why are you talking about it? You don't even know, but you got so much to say. You've been talking for 4 hours and you weren't even around then.
And you cried, y'all open up the door. Still want to open up the door for crack. Why you ain't gonna open up the door for crack? You ain't gonna get cut no more of that crawfish pussy over there. Open up the door for me.
Oh, definitely.
Open up the door. Hey, whore. Okay, Lady Moran, okay. Here, she don't want to open up the door for the man now. All of a sudden, okay? All of a sudden, Usher, this nigga don't want to open up the door for the man here. After the man here, then bless this no here getting money earns nigga. Then here, okay, she needed them groceries.
Now she don't know anything about the makeup. She don't know anything about the fact that Fi and James Caldwell done made up.
And he all in there, that is this. It feels so good. Oh, Fi. Oh, go down a little bit more. Go down on my balls. Just a little bit. I'm like, I like it, Fi. Oh, God, that is it. I love it.
And this is why people always say she does things for attention. Who does she really think gonna take her seriously with this right here? This foolishness. Who's gonna take you seriously? You over there, you have been kissing Major Butt all day. You've been shouting out Kwani all day. You've been trying to get close to Nicole Tyler, wishing that she would forgive you for that little roast that you did on her. You said that you was trying to develop something with BS, but she just don't feel like BS doesn't like her. Honey, get it in your head. A lot of people don't like you. You got so much to say about QB. You got so much to say about Fi Babe. Girl. Four hours of absolute BS. Go get her. That's what I said. That's what I said, because that's what she said, right? When she came back doing that little skit about Cardi B. She was supposed to be done with the beefing part of it. Oh, but now all of a sudden, Fi Babe struck a nerve, and now she back in the beef. And still getting ignored. You back in the beef and still getting ignored. Yeah, that's enough of that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what she said. She said she was out of it. But it took just this one thing for everybody. Because truth be told, before this incident between Fi Babe and James Caldwell happened, what was really going on the streets? Everybody was talking about Simply Trey. Everybody was talking about Jay Wilson and Olivia. And everybody was talking about Chopper and Brianna. Now, this has taken completely over. It's taken over. And it started last night and ended tonight. And I'm glad. And nobody, girl. It feels good when grown people can get it together. And y'all know what? I did have a chance to watch Captivating Christians upload. He is very intelligent, and he did he had a transparent moment, and he wrote down 10 questions and he answered them. I thought that was amazing for him because he's like a little bit soft spoken, a little bit, and that was a good thing. Oh honey, I'm so glad that they agreed to disagree. I'm glad they agreed to disagree. But that was fine because I was glad to see that, and I was still going to sit up here and wait on James's reviews and wait on Babe Nation News. Nothing was going to change. And Beauty, you know what? You're right. Let me tell you something. I could tell from the way that the chat was going that as soon as James went off and Fi came on, the same people were over there and vice versa. The same ones. And I'm wondering if Tracy D and them were up in the bushes in James's chat shooting everybody down that had shit to say about Fi Babe. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how it would have worked. Because if you not for me, don't ever be for me. If you not for me now, don't be for me tomorrow. Don't be for me next week. Don't be for me when it's sunny outside. The last thing I need is a fair weather friend. I'm not hiring for that. As soon as I start taking applications for fair weather friends, I promise you, I will do a public service announcement about the shit. But until then, a fair weather friend, I will never need. Not even a fair weather supporter. Don't support me when it's all sunny. Mm-mm. Yeah, they were going in on her. I mean, going in. Did you see that? That's why in Fi Babe chat, everybody was like, look, it's a lot of bone carriers over here. Listen, pay attention. There are a lot of bone carriers over here because they're running back and forth. And actually keeping up with the mess and trying to keep it going all at the same time. Girl. That's the very reason why I said, listen, I knew that damn VS is off the chain. You hear me? That VS, and somebody said in my chat earlier, VS is not even loyal to VS, and they are so right. Listen, that girl has receipts upon receipts upon receipts, whether they're manufactured or real. But when because at that time she was going by the best that I got. When she did that interview with VS and then had the nerve to ask VS about the money, because at that time VS would always say how they would do interviews and pay people for doing the interviews, but that's only if they solicit you, not if you come to them with information. And after that, VS clowned her for asking for the money. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to find that because she absolutely clowned her for asking for the money. Oh, no, we don't do that. We only pay for interviews that we solicit. You can't call me talking about giving me an interview and then asking me for money. No, because I didn't call you, you called me, so to speak. And after she clowned her, I'm like, and you still dealing with this heifer? Now, this was months ago, right? This whole Eric Kane situation just came about, what, in October? Why are you still sending this chick receipts? I mean, what are you doing? What's your end game? That's what I was trying to figure out, because I liked Reed's commentary. I'm always in her comment section. I'm always, watching her videos every time she uploads and whatnot. And Bafabe said, you know what? Stay the fuck away from me. And I get it. When she said it, I felt no way about it. Because actually, Fabe called into the Reed's chat last night. She called in and she was on there. But Fabe said that the Reed didn't say anything. She was just crying. She said she was just doing a whole lot of crying. And I felt bad for the Reed, but girl. And what the F? What's going on? And what the F? And Beauty, you know what? I want you to go and listen to that entire live, because it was a lot. It really was a lot. Listen, when she said that Ask April was right, I was dead to the bed. Because for the mere fact that VS exposed you, Ask April was right. And that's why 5A said what she said. Stay the fuck away from me. I don't blame her. I can't take anything away from that. And even though the Reed has good commentary, girl, you got caught slipping that time. You really did. You got caught slipping. Because see, when you deal with the devil, you have to accept whatever the devil dish out. And that's what that happened. Why would you? My thing is, what was VS's motivation behind releasing that part right there in that moment? 5-8 was live. VS took it upon herself to go live holding up the text that she had going on between her and the Reed. You can't get no more messy than that. I agree. That's what I'm saying. What was your motivation? Why were you passing receipts? What were you trying to accomplish? Listen, listen. And with them, I did not want to believe it, but I had to. It was put in my face like, bam, bitch, there you go. Here's the proof. You know what I'm saying? What else could I say? I couldn't say nothing. You didn't give anybody anything to try to defend you with. Nobody. Why were you passing receipts? And it's not like it's old. This is a new situation with the whole Eric Kane thing. So this is new. This has just come up. Now, what happened way back when, like months ago? Okay, you probably could have got a pass for something that happened 6 months ago, but you couldn't get a pass about this. Oh, the good mystery friend, I was so disappointed. I was disappointed. I did not want to believe it, but I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice in the matter. I didn't. And has she come on and made a video? Has she made a response video to it? Because I like I said, I like her commentary. I like how she puts her videos together. I like how she does her editing. I like it because she seems very thorough. But girl, you got to be thorough with your shit too, though. Yes. And how many times have we heard five? And y'all, please subscribe to Read the Heart of Philadelphia. Please, I mean promotion. Oh. Oh, she did try to explain it. No, I gotta go. I gotta hear it. She did try to explain it. That's comical. Girl, you gotta be playing. Why? Why? There was nothing to explain. It was self-explanatory. You know what, and everybody said it though. Everybody said it. Who called it out first? Was it Kwani? And everybody want to talk their shit about Kwani. I talk my shit about it too. But she said that she said the lady wasn't shit. I know. And that's what she's been doing. Well, you know what? She stabbed Spot in the back, but what happened was she didn't expect to get caught. That's what it was. I don't understand why you even felt like that would have never come out. Dealing with the person that you were dealing with, you knew damn well that was going to come out. That's why you were very careful not to now you would talk your shit about everybody else, right? But you knew that you had backdoor dealings with VS. And therein lies the problem. You had to give a pass for a whole lot of things because VS was gonna get you. And guess what? You didn't do a damn thing, and VS got you anyway. She got you, boo. And VS is trying to get Five so bad. But she has nowhere to go now. She has nothing. What else can you do? What else can you do? So now you've attacked Tracy D. You're attacking people around her. Now you're going to expose the people that have given you receipts about her, because that's the only way you got to go. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, so you were in the chat. I heard Five Babe saying that instead of her being able to talk to the best that I got, Wiggs went off on her and was just going off talking about stuff that had absolutely nothing to do with her, talking about stuff that were not true. Lady P, hey girl, how you doing? Oh, you were in there. Is that what? So that's what happened. Wiggs just jumped her. She jumped on there, and as soon as she came on there, because listen, if you talking about me in your chat, yes, I'm gonna call in. Yes, I'm gonna drop down. Let's go ahead and address this now. We don't even have to do the back and forth. I'm dropping down. Wiggs was talking about her hair and makeup. Wow. Why? How relevant is that? So her hair and makeup was supposed to supersede the real conversation. It was supposed to what? Take away from the fact that, okay, I need to understand why are you passing receipts to this motherfucker that you know that don't like me? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Wow. Wow. Oh, that's what we're doing now. Okay. Well, if that's what we're doing, so I guess, okay, well, then when Five Babe tried to talk to the best that I got, woman to woman, and Wiggs saw fit to take over the conversation, that's why she got what she got today then. Because I mean, we all sit around and we talk about what's going on, on the YouTube streets or whatever, and we talk about certain situations. But I'm not understanding why Wiggs felt like that was her fight. That wasn't her fight, because the woman that was in the two women that were in the fight were on the phone together right then. They could have settled it, squashed it. Five Babe said what she had to say. The Reed said what she had to say, and that would have been the end of it. Wow. And I guess she can't stand her because of her hair and her makeup. Oh, okay. Got it. The good Miss Ray, you know what? That's a bullshit. That's some bullshit. You know what? I can't. I cannot. Because I thought the Reed I thought she was a good asset. I did. I thought she brought something over here, because she used to talk with good sense. But one thing about it, I guess a lot of times the people that talk too damn much, somebody gonna be lying somewhere. Okay, that's fine. And she don't have to. She doesn't have to, because guess what? Because she doesn't watch her, that won't add nor take away from anything Five Babe got on, because she don't like to watch her. One thing I can say about Five Babe, everybody, oh, I can't watch her. She too big head. She ooh and ah and all of this too much. But one thing, she been doing that since day one. That's her. You can't get mad because she love her. I said, okay. Well, that's another anything, and I'm pretty sure that when the Reed comes out, she's gonna have a whole documentary. It's not just gonna be a little like QB said, no. She's not gonna give us a light. She's gonna give us a complete documentary, and she may apologize. Right. I is very confident. I don't know why people confuse arrogance with confidence, and I don't get that. That's not, those are two different things. Well, you know what, Beauty? That's one less person I got to worry about seeing when I get to Chicago. I know, that's why I said it's going to be a documentary. It's going to be a documentary, but wrong is wrong. That shit was dead wrong. That was dead wrong. Let me tell you something. And the thing of it is, this is just a beginning, because VS has nowhere else to go. You know, with the whole 5-Babe situation, she don't have nowhere else to go. So she has to now expose people. She has to expose certain situations where people don't text her and say this and that about 5-Babe. But the question is, you can expose them, but the question is, does she still deal with them? That's why it stung so bad with the Reed, because the Reed still, 5-Babe still was dealing with her. She was still promoting her channel. She was still shouting her out. That's why it stung. Now if you're gonna produce a receipt from somebody that 5-Babe been quit dealing with, that's gonna be dead in the water. Because nobody gonna give a damn about that. That's why when Kwani said last night, I was snacking a meal. Hello. No, she's just getting started. But see, VS, she may be just getting started, but hey, Burnley, she may be just getting started because she's going to expose every text that they have. She's going to expose every, she already said, and I got a plethora of receipts. Really? Beauty, you have to call it like it is. It was wrong. That was wrong, because there's no justification for it. It was wrong and you can't justify it. And then a simple I'm sorry is not going to make it okay, because I'm sorry can't make it go away. I apologize. Apologize for what? Because see, now you're not apologizing, you apologizing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to believe you. I'm not going to take what you're saying. I'm not going to take your apology as a genuine apology, because it's nothing that had to be done anyway. Because in my mind, hey Cassidy, we were just talking about Read the Heart of Philadelphia and 5-Babe situation, because there was no justification for it. And I hate this, because I actually, under almost every one of the Reed's videos, I'm leaving encouraging comments because I like the commentary. Hey, Charlie's Words. Let me tell you something. There's nothing worse than a double agent. A double agent could never be trusted, because a double agent is working for themselves, to be honest. Yeah. I hate it, but God in heaven knows I'm waiting on it. The people say don't go to sleep. You can't go to sleep on YouTube. You cannot go to sleep because this is a never ending saga. You go to sleep, you'll miss something. You're going to miss a lot if you take a nap.
Okay. I don't know what happened here, and I ain't worried about it. But I'm back here, and I'm not worried about it. I'll wait for niggas to start coming up and filling up the room. I ain't worried about it here. I don't know what happened, okay? But we gonna have a line, and I'm gonna light my cigarette. Okay.
That hour was 4 hours and 40 minutes, girl. No, it was for the free. Now, you know it was for the free. That's how it's a snack. That's how it happens. Listen, take a nap if you want to. You can't even hardly take a bathroom break around here. Something else done popped off. That's who that was. You know that's who that was. None other. And I hate to even see that because you got the people in her chat talking about, get her ass, Rita. Get her. Get her ass, Rita. Girl. Once she get her, what she gonna do with her? Because she cannot hang with Fire Baby. She can't. That's just real. It's entertaining for your audience. Girl, do what you do. Do what you do, boo. The good Miss Van, you better not let me find out if there was any money exchanged. Because you know what? If money had been exchanged, that would have been disclosed then. Because one thing about it, for some reason, now BS, if she gonna tell it, she gonna tell it all. Oh, don't leave nothing out. So once the read comes out with her side of the story, BS coming with some more. Oh no, don't leave nothing out. Make sure you tell it all. Y'all remember how bad, and I hated that shit, how she did Lady Nika. Oh, I hated that shit. I could have whooped BS ass myself that day. But I hated that. If you gonna tell it all. You all of what? If it's all of my truth, this is all. I'm snacking a meal. 4 hours and 40 minutes. Girl, peep over there. Peep over there. I dare you. Peep over there. 4 hours and 40 minutes. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a lot of work for free because I could never work that hard. I couldn't work that hard. That chick Chanel, what's going on, mama? I could never work that hard. You doing all this digging? You coming up with all these receipts? Good Mr. Ray, you know what? She's still on that dope. And it's clear. It's clear. I don't think any of us ever even thought that she ever stopped. Oh yeah, Lady Nika, yeah, that's my girl. One thing about it, she gonna bring her. And the thing about that, now I was introduced to Lady Nika through James, way back. Girl, it's been years, way back. So a lot of things that went on, and a lot of how the situations unfolded and how everything happened, a lot of us were around. You know, we were subscribers, and we know how everything unfolded. That was dead wrong. I did not like how she did her when Lady Nika finally decided to say, you know what? This is the deal, and this is what happened. Then here come BS. Oh no, if you gonna tell it all, bitch, it is all. This is all of it. That chick Chanel, I just said you cannot go to the bathroom and see what happened. Now you done took a whole day off of YouTube and all hell broke loose. And you are right. We don't have two different situations go on that were major that took place and that's still going on because the situation with well, Five Baby said what she had to say. She said it. Stay the fuck away from me. The end. So that was it. Now, Donna, you about to have to do a whole binge watch. You're gonna have to do an entire binge watch. Now, a day is hard enough. You talking about weeks, honey. You been doing okay though, Donna? Miss TR, how you doing, boo? What you been doing today? Have you been watching the foolery? And y'all know what? A lot of us like to say, "Oh, Kwani don't know what she talking about." Oh, Kwani, crazy and drunk and shit. But girl, she called it on the read though. She did. She called it, and I hate for her to be right. I hate it for her to be right. But this is just the beginning. Well, what happened with Tree Dog and Jason? Because Jason is irrelevant, girl. Have you seen some of his titles? Every time I look at his title, I'm like, you can't even do clickbait right because your name is just trash out here for real. But Teresa trying to keep hope alive with him though. What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's still around. Still around. He was in Five Babe's chat. That was it. Last night he was in there. I want to say I saw him in there last night. Oh, are they? They always on. Oh, are they? Those girls give me my entire life. Hmm. I didn't want to believe her either. I did not want her to be right, but she called it on this one. She really did. It blew me back. It really did. And then the way the VS did it, I'm like, wow. Because while we were in the live while we were in Five Babes live, that's when I got the notification that VS was live. And as soon as I looked over there at the thing, that's what she said. Look who gave me receipts on Eddie Kane. And it was the read. I said I can't. Nisi, hey, thank you. Bad chick Chanel, and that's exactly how it went down. And that's why I say this is just the beginning. Girl, in the morning, it's gonna be all the way live. Oh, do you? Okay, roll tide. Yes, she did. She absolutely spoke on it. And at the end of it, she said, "Stay the fuck away from me." I said, "Oh my God." Because the Reed give good commentary. She just does. Did I say Eddie Kane? Stop. I meant Eric. Did I say Eddie? Don't let me call the man Eddie. Donna, you know what to say, Donna. Oh well, one thing I can say about Trey, Trey is young and Trey is very emotional. And when you out here, especially over here, okay, okay, didn't I just make him Eddie Kane on 5 Heartbeats? Trey got to thicken that skin up because these people will come for the jugular. And trust me, if you don't thicken up, they gonna get you, boo. You're gonna be no more than crying. Okay, that's my sister's favorite song, honey. You can't tell her. If I text it to her right now, she gonna start singing. 5 Heartbeats is her favorite movie. And just because y'all said something, just because I said Eddie Kane, I'm gonna go and watch it too. He is, he is young, but listen, here we go. Okay, now, um, Dirty Deanna, and Alive. Talk my five, baby. Now y'all know how I feel about Dirty Deanna. No, ma'am. Well, you know what? No, the good mystery man just said it. She's a double agent, and double agents work for, well, they're only loyal to themselves, but that's too much work because you got on the one hand Five Babe shouting you out, shouting your channel out, always asking people to go over and subscribe. So yeah, it stung when BS exposed that would have stung me. Oh, he's already learning because this is how the girls play over here. Oh, he's learning. Oh, I refuse to address any unintelligent. You better get to swinging. You had better get to windmilling. Forget what you talking about trying to be cute. You better get to windmilling. Listen, she.
What you got to say about this? But I'm the hood one. Yeah, I drop down in your motherfucking chat. Bitch, you over here talking all this shit. That what I should have wrote all of that shit. Bitch, you over here talking all this shit. You were fucking that bitch a few weeks ago. But I didn't know if it was gonna go through, so I didn't want to put too much in there. I was just like, but you were just kissing her ass a few weeks ago. I can't believe I left that shit and didn't see what happened afterwards. Y'all know, they let you know I really don't give a fuck. I'll just let you know. They just let you know I really don't even give a fuck. You want twist me, Chad? Come on, boo. I can twist a little bit. I can twist. Mm-hmm. So will.
Child.
Oh, yes, child. Some crackhead shit, child, sweating, ass sweating. She had on leotards and shit. I don't know what was all going on with the girl. It was a bunch of cocaine activity going on over there. That's when she was trying to twerk. Now, when she was doing the Janet Jackson makeup challenge, she had on a black glove and some more shit.
Yes. I told you she had stock in Black and Mild now.
But see, Harley Q, I had been blocked before too. He had blocked me one time because I think I had tried to say something. Maybe I typed the wrong shit in there, and I don't know. Or either he have to keep me unblocked to see what shit I say and other folks chat about. I don't know. But like I said, you know, I know we had a little spat before when I dropped down in there before the bitch got blocked. So, you know, I thought I might have still been blocked. So I came on in there today with like whoop whoop bam.
And
then I peeled paint. Because I was busy. Honey.
Oh, they were talking about Jay Wilson's chat. They talking about dropping down in his chat saying whatever they want to say. Girl. Yeah, the other day I caught her with a Newport 100. Looked like it was long as my arm. Girl, you can't tell me those lungs are not black. That's the very reason why I told her I will come to Mississippi and do your service pro bono. Okay. See that voice right there? That voice.
You may as well leave them on.
It makes you want to just keep swallowing. Girl, clear your throat.
It's like some crazy shit. I'm letting you know this because everybody think it's cool and want nobody to tell you.
Yep. She's on Newports and Black and Miles. The other day when she was sitting on the bed, she had on oh, that's the day she called herself cursing me out. She had
She can relate to the crackheads, and the recovering crackheads want her to do better. Okay, so the recovering crackheads come over here.
Yeah, that's the day she called herself cursing me out. But she had a Newport.
You jealous of her? See, you can tell the difference. That's how you know who. I'm telling you, I peep shit. I peep. Now.
Yes, that's who it is, honey. You know that's who it is. The one and only.
All I'm letting you know is I'm just deciphering which crackhead you are. I'm deciphering, are you the former crackhead or are you the present crackhead? That's all I'm looking for, because if you over here, I know you're a crackhead talking about anything about her. Period. I already know that. What's understood need not be explained.
Child.
I ain't know what crack looked like. Whitney said it was whack. Yes.
I'm talking about Mississippi Madness, that mud duck out of Mississippi.
She was doing the Michael Jackson, so she'll take anything. She'll take folks shit that she don't even know what the fuck a motherfucker giving her. It's levels to this shit. What you tell them outside? Oh, sound like they haven't lived life in this country, child. And it's sad.
Always continues to call that girl a crackhead. How you know? That's the question. You always say you the queen of questions. WGQs, we got questions. Okay, so you say she's a crackhead. How do you know? Did you sell it to her? Did you give it to her? You say your daddy told you. How did he know? Was he smoking it with her? Did he sell it to her? I got questions too.
I'd rather have two people over here watching me and my system clean than 2,000 motherfuckers looking at my face and I'm sweating crack beads out my motherfucking pores and shit, okay? Period, point blank, because motherfuckers looking at your ass for one or two things. They want to be with you or they feel pity for you. Either way it go. Fuck that.
Okay.
You got me fucked up.
Okay. WGQs, we got cigars or we got cigarettes. You know what? That's cute. That's the shirt she should have been making. That's the merch that she should have been selling. Yes, you do, Miss TR. Yes, you. Well, I don't know. You may not. She one of those club chatters, honey. Donna, you almost took me out. Because I'm going to use that from now on. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to use it from here on out. And you could say I got it from me. I did. Donna told me. And I'm going to say it from now on. The only way she'll live that down is if she stops smoking. And we know she's not going to do that. Exactly. Exactly. A pedicure and a patch. If I was her nurse, I would sneak it on her. Because, you know, a lot of times when people come to the hospital and we know they smoke, first thing, well, can I go downstairs to smoke? Look, this is a non-smoking campus. No, you cannot smoke here. And they have a nerve to try to refuse a patch. Okay. As soon as you go to sleep. Oh, I thought you signed the waiver. You signed this agreeing to it. Child, please. The doctor ordered it. Patch. Exactly. Every time y'all see that and I do a video about her in the title, we already know who we talking about. Because the next video that I do that's going to be about her, that's what's going to be in the title. Her, she do it. She do it. And for her to already have a smoker's cough, you already have, girl. Is he good, Mr. Man? You know what? I can't with you. Oh, he don't sweat. He just steal. I'm sick of you. Well, you know what? It sounds like to me she needs some education because you don't know what withdrawals look like. You don't know what anything look like because you've been saying that ever since you came on YouTube talking about 5A. How you 37 years old already with a smoker's cough? That's what I can't understand. Already? I can't do it. You already got a smoker's cough. Oh, she did. Y'all know I love me some 5A. That's my book. Cigarettes are very expensive. You will never. Let me tell. I think they bought about $7, $8 a pack. Girl, you're rich. Girl, you are rich because you smoke a pack a day. Listen, 5A driving them to drinking. She got them around there smoking. She got them around there shaking. And then her and James Caldwell upset the entire scene when they made up. You better rock, Babe Nation. and Milan Treasure and House of Treasure. Y'all better rock. Now that's who rock. Yes, Miss Y'all, she got a smoker's call. Can you believe it? She sounds like some of the little old white men that come into the hospital with emphysema, about to cough up a lung. Girl, you too young for that. And Donna, you know what? And you're right. And I'm not mad at her. Get it. Every penny you can get it. Because guess what? Y'all giving her life. That's what you're doing. What you're doing is speaking prosperity into fruition right now. Every time you got something to say about her. The good minister, she got the oxygen tank on her bag everywhere she go. Let me tell you what, today her and Josh were on I guess they were on 4-wheelers. I guarantee you that oxygen tank was strapped right on her back too. I promise you. Oh, yeah, because I know she smoked a pack a day. I know she smokes a pack a day, and she interchanges in between Black and Mild and Newport. Now I don't know which one is more expensive, but I know doggone well that's an expensive habit. And you got the nerve to holler about a crackhead. Girl, seem like you more of a crackhead than anybody. Because you keep a crackhead hours. You got crackhead tendencies. And you know what, Donna? I would love for Five Baby to ignore them too, but I love it when she pop them. Well, she does. She does pay some of them, does. Look at Rita. She don't even pay Rita, does. She pay her air. You can't even see air. At least you can see does. You can't even see air. Rita who? We don't know her. And Miss TR, you know what? Nicotine is a hell of a drug. And then you know what? The thing of it is, now Crusty Feet over there on her live, and she's soliciting people that's in the live to go live after her to do more commentary on 5A. She done talk about Harley Q. You know, I'm a be gutted with it, but you do it better than me, so you go next. What? So what we tagging this? Okay, you next, you next, you next. It's too much. They keeping her alive. They keeping her alive. Rita begging for attention, but she not getting it, girl. You on a whole live for 4 hours and 40 minutes. You could have stayed on for 5 more hours and you still wouldn't have been getting any attention. You still would have been air. But Donna, is she listening to you though? Because I remember you trying to talk to her. Did she ever listen? Because I want her. You have to take sound advice. You can't be over there letting the chat determine how you feel about the situation, because you take people on an emotional roller coaster during the entire live. Well, that's how come I have to touch and go. I have to touch and go, because you're not gonna make me as crazy as you. You're not gonna confuse me as much as you're confused. So I have to touch and go. Right. It is only so much you can say about a person, but guess what? And that's what they do. They rinse and repeat. rinse and repeat. That's what they do. You know what? I have enjoyed every one of y'all. Y'all had me on this live for an hour and 42 minutes. And I'm sitting here talking about Rita. I'm on a closed second. Y'all, I will get up here, make sure everybody has everything ready for school tomorrow. And I will see you all in the next live. I'm pretty sure if anybody is going, what'd you say, Miss Donna? See, it's no, if it's going to end up in the argument, don't even worry about talking about it. Don't even worry about it. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, y'all. Okay, if I enjoy each and every one of y'all, I will see y'all, if not later on tonight, tomorrow. I'll holla.